started as a volunteer with a school-age child care program in Minneapolis when I was 13. And I stayed with that same program as I worked through college. I started Osseo Schools in 1989, and I started with ECFE, and I've been working with ECFE ever since. I decided to be a teacher because I just love being around children. I think they're fresh and honest. I feel energetic when I'm with them. I just love spending my life with children.
6, 5, 4, 3. How did that happen? Ben, why did that happen? It was too much. This little container is just too little to hold all the gas that this Alka-Seltzer is making, and it just pops it right up.
My basic philosophy of teaching is based on how children learn, and I think all real learning has personal meaning. And I think as teachers, we walk into the classroom with what we need to teach them, what they need to know when they leave our class, but we have to make sure that it has personal meaning for that child, and we have to figure out who that child is and what they know and how we can bring it to their table. And with early childhood, that's usually through play.
I started out in Osseo. So 10 years ago, I was hired at Fair Oaks Elementary, and I worked there for 3 years as an EL teacher, working with 4th grade students. And then 7 years ago, I went to Oakview, and I've been working with 4th graders. And this year I work with 4th and 5th graders, and I have a group of little kindergartners. So doing English language development.
So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to model for you what we're going to do. Now we've done a lot of highlighting main idea and details, but it's been a while. So I'm going to refresh your memory. We're going to do it together. Then we're going to break off into partners or stay with the teacher to find details about an astronaut's life.
My core philosophy in teaching is that I build positive, compassionate relationship with my students, classroom teachers, and our immigrant families. Those relationships lead to higher academic achievement for my students. They help the classroom teachers feel empowered to hone their craft, and also for immigrant families to feel more connected to the school system.
So I will call the folks up to get their awards. You will get a Nobel Prize forged by my own hands.
I've been in the district for about 18 years now, and I started out as a reading teacher, and when an English position opened, I started teaching 8th grade English, and I've been teaching 8th grade English ever since. I actually knew in 1st grade that I was going to be a teacher. My mom bought a copy of the Reader that we used in 1st grade, and she accidentally bought a teacher's edition, so I became the teacher. I played school with my sisters. I have the best job in the world. I picked junior high because I connect really well with 8th graders. 8th graders get my jokes, I can, play with them just a little bit, and I get to share my love of language, of words and of reading and of writing, and as we've moved into the 21st century, my love of technology. All students deserve to have an equal education. They deserve to be honored. They deserve to enjoy what they're learning about. And one of my core beliefs is that students get to choose what they want to learn about to make it authentic for them. And I know I have standards that I need to cover, and there are certain rules and requirements that students need to follow. But if I can help them reach their goals in ways that are meaningful to them, then I've done my job as a teacher.
Well, it's always nice to be recognized. I mean, I'm in the trenches every day. I work really hard for my students, and they work hard for me. So it's nice to have somebody recognize you for working so hard.
When I work with so many great colleagues at Osseo Junior High School and so many great colleagues across the district, that for me to be singled out, again, extremely honored, but extremely humbled, because there are so many people who are doing great things in their classrooms.
And I've been able to work with some amazing people that have shared great skills with me, and I think I'm one of many, many, many teachers that should be up for Teacher of the Year. And I am hugely honored to be in that pool of people. When teachers are nominated, they get that opportunity to talk about everybody in the district that helped them get there. When I stand, when my name is called, I'm going to be standing for a lot of people that helped me get there.